still have questions after 3 years.
You know what? You're going to trade Justin Fields and you get even more assets back, would be good. And I do think Matt Eberflus is going to remain as head coach there, as he should, as we've seen great improvement by their defense. One piece of advice for Caleb Williams. I know, look at the snow. It's great. Look at those uniforms. It's great. This is a legacy franchise who has never really truly had a standout quarterback for the last 35, 40 years. You could be that guy, and you could take this team back to the Super Bowl. So I would say, if they draft you number one, remember, young man, it is a privilege.
Oof. You know what? A couple of squads are looking for a Super Bowl title, if you will, in the new year are squaring off in just a few minutes. The Dolphins and the Ravens. Who wins this one, Phil?
And the Ravens have the intensity and everything they had against San Francisco. Again today, I say they can. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens as well.
I'm going with the Miami Dolphins on the road in Baltimore. Tua shows up, shows out.
Dolphins had intensity last week against the Cowboys, just like the
rotation of the National Football League.
Eve in Indianapolis, and a big one in the AFC playoff picture. Las Vegas still alive for the playoffs, and the Colts begin the day in a three-way tie for first in the AFC South. Vegas won the toss. They elected to defer, so Gardner Minshew and the Colts will get the football to begin this one. Roof is closed on a cool December day, the final day of 2023. Daniel Carlson will kick it away, and the rookie Josh Downs is back deep to receive it for Indianapolis. We mentioned in our open, this is the 6th consecutive year these two teams have met, and the road team has won the previous 5. See if that trend continues this afternoon. Carlson runs up, and we're underway in Indianapolis. A short kick, Downs, fair catch. So Indy will start at the 25-yard line. And for Gardner Minshew, Matt talked about it. He's got to keep it clean. 14 touchdowns on the season. The 9 interceptions have been the problem.
Yeah, he's got to take care of the football. I think when you look at this Indianapolis Colts team, they started fast last week down in Atlanta, but there wasn't much after that. And I think the offensive line was the reason. I don't think they played their best game last week. Today, I think it's important for this group up front with the getting Braden Smith back, get this run game going early.
They run it on first down with Jonathan Taylor, and he squeezes his way up the middle to the 29-yard line. Robert Spillane on the tackle. Now, a big piece is back in the lineup for Indianapolis. That's the right tackle, Braden Smith. He did not play the last 3 games because of a knee injury. They are happy to have him back today.
Yeah, absolutely happy to have him back. He's been one of those their most consistent players for the last handful of years. They're actually 6-2 when he plays, and their record goes through the roof. And so to get him back and get some continuity on that right side next to Will Fries, I think that's important.
Right back to Taylor on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage by John Jenkins. A gain of 1, that makes it third down. Raiders defense, and what a boost they've got from this man, Malcolm Koonce. 5 sacks in the last 2 games. That's the most in the NFL over the last 2 weeks. Colts, they like to go no huddle. They go for it quickly here on third down. Minshew escapes the pocket, throws. He's got Downs in Vegas territory. Josh Downs still going and out of bounds at the 20. Jack Jones knocked him out, but a 50-yard gain for the Colts. First time in 5 games, Downs has a catch longer than 20 yards.
And this is exactly what you need Gardner Minshew to do. Not do anything spectacular, but create off schedule. Josh Downs has been such an important piece for this team. Second leading receiver on the team behind Pittman.
First and 10, here's Taylor. And Taylor, good job being patient on that run to the 15-yard line. Diablo on the tackle.
And I got to tell you, Matt, when you get those field-changing plays early in a game, it increases the enthusiasm, it increases the confidence.
And it breaks the tension too, right? That early game tension that you have. I love it. They get the explosive play, good movement in the pocket on the third down, but they go to the run play right behind that right side of the offensive line where Braden Smith is back.
Vegas has allowed the third fewest pass plays of 20 yards or longer. But they give up one on the opening drive. Taylor with some room up the middle. Jonathan Taylor with a first down. Nate Hobbs on the tackle. First and goal for the Colts.
That's already the fourth carry for Jonathan Taylor. You're going to get a heavy dose of this. It's just down here. You get a little trap from Mo Alley Cox coming around, and he just gets behind his pads, lowers his helmet. I mean, this is the type of running that you need from Jonathan Taylor. He has the game-breaking speed, obviously, the game-breaking ability. But it's sometimes when you get in the tight red zone, you just got to be powerful.
Taylor on first and goal, trying the left side, and Taylor walks it in. Fifth consecutive game, Jonathan Taylor has a touchdown, and the Colts jump out to a 6-0 lead.
Well, Tiki, you said it. It's just about being powerful down here when you get into that tight red zone, and they just go to the left. They're going behind Quentin Nelson. They're going up behind Bernard Raymond, and right there, that hole is massive.
Yeah.
You don't see stuff like that. There was no power required from Jonathan Taylor, but great execution from the guys up front.
Yeah, Mo Alley Cox did a fantastic job of helping on the edge and then getting up to the second level, which made it basically touch the wall for Jonathan Taylor.
Extra point by Matt Gay is good. Quentin Nelson was a little shaken up after that touchdown run. He hobbled back to the Indy sideline. But what a start for the Colts. The 50-yard pass play and the Taylor TD.
PM, the king of sportsbooks. Please gamble responsibly. And by Chipotle. For real.
The Colts have scored the 8th most points in the NFL on opening drives this year, and they add to their total the big play to Downs and then the Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Quentin Nelson was getting looked at during that timeout. We mentioned he hobbled off the field after the touchdown run by Taylor. It's a touchback here, so Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders will start at the 25. A lot was made of his performance last week, 9 of 11 in the first quarter, and then he did not complete a pass the rest of the game.
Yeah, we asked him if he was aware of it. He's like, yeah, I realize I haven't completed a pass in almost 2 hours, but they did enough. He also said he hates golf because it's not a team sport. All right, he loves these team sports where his team picks him up, and that's exactly what happened last week.
He couldn't hang with our crew if he doesn't like golf.
That's right.
On first down, O'Connell to the air and swings it to Davante Adams. That's a big key. Antonio Pierce wants to get O'Connell and Adams going early.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a young quarterback, a guy that has made a handful of starts, you got to find ways to get him into a rhythm early in that football game. And I think that's a good way too, right? That little swing pass to Davante, just to get both of them a touch. Sometimes it doesn't even need to be big as a player, but just the ball in your hand, just to get a feel. No gain, but just a feel for that.
I always wanted to get hit early.
Yeah,
I don't care if it was a pass block or getting tackled, because it makes you mad. It makes you upset and really makes you start getting in the football mindset.
Second down and 9. O'Connell to Zamir White at the 25. Slips a couple of tackles and picks up the first down. Great job after the catch by White, who once again today is starting for the injured Josh Jacobs.
Wow, that's impressive for a guy who had 2 torn ACLs in his life. You know, a ton of touches coming into week 2 weeks ago, but he's had 39 carries the last couple of weeks. Here's his first touch of the game, and he's just a playmaker. It's going to be ugly sometimes. He's going to grind it out, but every now and then you feel like he can bust one and get a big first down completion right there on second down.
Here's White, and he picks up a couple. As AJ told us, it was an extensive pregame workout for Josh Jacobs, but not able to go for the 3rd consecutive game because of a quad injury.
I think the other good thing you see from the Raiders early is the ball's coming out of Aiden